You're boss at Recruitment and you're going alone. You've got your LinkedIn account and your mobile phone. You've got the candidates playing hard to get. Will they'll call you next week or a no, not yet. So much time of going to and fro. You got another offer or salary's too low. Hours of searching and hours of stress. Come on candidates, just gig it a rest. Come on candidates, just gig it a rest.
Tell you what, mate, we are getting quick.
Yeah, you reckon? We're getting there. Are we on? I'm the bottom one, aren't I? You're the top one.
I think so.
Yeah.
What does it look like with me on there, though? Because
What do you mean?
that looks considerably closer.
No, you look all right, mate.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Fucking those ears are going for it, aren't they?
Mate, we
Yeah.
blushed.
Got a bone to pick with you early doors today.
Go on.
Fucking this in my hometown, mate.
In what?
You come swinging this week. Took you out for a nice afternoon on Sunday to the pub, and you just came in and said it was full of chavs and low lives.
You know what?
You were like, there were just horrible people around.
When I said it, I really hit a nerve, didn't I?
Horrible, mate.
No, what it was, it was
Go on.
we walked to the pub and we just walked in the door and it was like it was definitely locals in it. Like it was very.
What are you trying to say about my locals, mate?
It's the kind of pub you walk into that's like cheap and cheerful. And
There you go, cheap and cheerful.
As soon
Look
as
at
they
that.
open their doors, someone in there is buying a Foster's or a Stella. It's like, morning, Jeff. Back again.
We used to have one of those at the pub I worked at, though.
Right, well, that was a nice pub.
Yeah, it was a nice pub.
Yeah.
Cocktail waiter I was, mate. Shaking it
yeah.
up. Knew all the skills.
Yeah.
Used to shaky.
Ever thought of going back or?
Do you know what? I used to love it. If I could make a decent go of it, I would have done it for a long time. One of the handiest things about that pub was it had like the bar was raised by about a foot. So I went to like half a foot, shall we say? So I'm behind the bar. I was like 6 foot, mate. Fucking, they always come in. I'm big. I'm tall. I'm up there. Shaking my mojitos. You don't shake a mojito. You don't call it a mojito. Call it mojito.
But would they not see everyone else?
Yeah,
They just think everyone else behind the bar is really tall.
massive, yeah. And then because I was like, I was big dog up there at one point in time. I was like assistant manager or something. I'd have to sort out some shenanigans. So they'd be like, get me off the bar, and I'd come round and I'd like.
That's really funny.
The bloke that comes round the other side is like a foot shorter than the one they've just been.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I'll deal
Come
with
round
this.
the guys. Your voice changes as
My
well.
height drops and my pitch raises.
Oh,
It goes straight up. But yeah, I used to love working.
apologies. I thought that pub was nice.
No, you don't have
Really?
to. You don't have to apologise. Get what you're saying. I just wanted to try and make you feel bad for being like snotty. That's what I was trying to do.
You did when I said it. I was
like, oh,
backtracking.
I was like, you've changed. Like, who,
yeah,
who are you? You too big.
really judgmental.
Yeah,
I was like, oh no. You could probably could you tell?
Yeah, that's what I was aiming
You
for.
bastard.
I wasn't too worried about hitting a nerve. I just wanted to be like, oh God, you're changed. Like, think you're better than other people. Like, come from a different level. You've got a bit. I don't know if this is weird. You've got a bit of sleep in your eye. Have you washed your face this morning?
Yeah, I've showered.
Have you?
Thanks.
Just go in again there because it's gonna bug me if we.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's better.
Oh yeah, got it.
I was like, I can't sit here for an hour and look at that sleep in your eye. It's tragic.
Right, okay.
But thank you for sorting the garden for me this week.
Oh yeah.
Took you to a shitty pub,
If,
and then you sorted the garden for me.
Yeah, got an ice cream for that.
Yeah. Pack of Magnums, whip round to Co-op, thought get you free a pack of Magnums.
How's it looking?
Well, still dead, but tidier.
Yeah, right.
I was so shocked at like the colour of the grass once it had been cut.
His grass was like a foot long, so it's
Yeah.
not longer.
So it looked like luscious green grass.
Yeah.
But obviously, because a big portion of it is not seen the sun,
Yeah.
when the mower went over it, it was like, it needs a bit of light and it needs a bit of water. So, yeah. It was funny. We were talking last week on the pod about the task force of...
What's the theme tune to that?
Nah, you're thinking of ground force. Because
Ah,
that's the joke I was going to make. I was going to say, and last week I ground force. You took
yeah.
the punchline from me, but the theme tune, if you want it, is
Yeah, yeah. Oh, do you know what? I used to watch that so much.
Did you? You used
Yeah, I
to
think.
watch ground force.
Yeah, but I think it's because my parents used to watch it when I was little. I used to watch. Yeah,
You used to watch a lot of ground
but I
force.
used
That's
to
what
like.
you grew up on, was it?
I used to like watching it. Yeah.
Sunday. Maybe that's why you're fucking green fingers.
Green. Why'd you look at my head? You look.
No, because behind you there's massive plants. I'm looking
oh
at.
yeah,
there's- Maybe Alan Titchmarsh influenced you.
my inner Alan. Me in a Titchmarsh.
Oh.
What is it?
Titchmarsh, I think.
Marsh.
Yeah. We talking of Alan Titchmarsh, I've got to obviously tell this story off the back of that. Do you remember the homeless guy that used to come into our house? I used to call him Titchy. Alan Titchmarsh. So that story is my mum has got like a track record for inviting anyone and everyone into our house. And she befriended the local, what I thought was homeless guy. Because he used to, you know, heard this story?
Mm.
You must, I was going to say.
But I always think it's better for the listeners if I pretend I haven't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like you could have kept telling it.
Oh, right, I keep telling it. So.
Oh right, yeah. You can just cut that bit
out. Yeah, so my mum befriended like the local, what I thought was homeless fella, because he used to walk around in like a string vest with holes in it and bare feet and like really tatty old jeans, and he used to push a wheelbarrow around. And basically, my mum thought it'd be a good idea to say to him, "You should come and do our garden." So he used to come and do our garden, and I didn't know his name, so I used to call him Titchy after
to his face, or just be like, "Oh, is Titchy coming around?"
Yeah, no, not to his face. I nicknamed him Titchmarsh because he did the garden. Alan Titchmarsh,
got it.
Your hero. So, but yeah, every time he'd come up the drive, I'd be like, "Mum, Titchy's coming." As he used to cut a drive. So he used to cut a drive, he used to do the garden, and then my mum used to feed him as payment, but she wouldn't let him in the house. So she'd like take his dinner outside to him, and she would give him a dinner outside. But he had no teeth. So he struggled to eat things like chicken at times.
Because it would be like,
and
come on, it's called
then
diced up.
after he'd finished his main, he'd come up and be like, "Any dessert?"
Really?
Yeah. So she used to give him a cornetto and a spoon because he had no teeth. He
Cornetto and a spoon.
That's so, I swear to God, it's true. It's absolutely true. She used to give him a cornet because he couldn't get through the.
That's so funny.
He used to have to suck on the, what would you call it? The cone? The cone.
Yeah.
He used to have to suck on the cone because he had no teeth. Yeah. Cool. Alan Titchmarsh. We've gone. How did we get to ground? Oh, because you come to McRunny.
Yeah. We haven't even
What?
You haven't even done your welcome back to the most informative.
Welcome back to the recruitment industry's most informative podcast. There you go. Is that going to become a thing now?
We've nearly done 10 minutes. Bloody hell.
Oh, how late are the
It's
intros?
mental.
Do you know what? It's going to get to the point where we're wrapping up and I go,
See you next week.
welcome
Yeah.
to the recruitment industry's most informative podcast. See you next week. Oh, dear. How are you, though, mate?
Yeah, good.
All right.
Good. Yeah. Don't really know. Don't know where I'm going with that.
Right. Did you have a nice weekend?
I did. I was with your brother.
Yeah, nice.
Which was really good. Yeah, good weekend.
Yeah.
We it was obviously really nice weather, so yeah, did like a bit of a pub walk, and then I'm sure a lot of people will find this sad, but then just came back and just did like a bit of split screen gaming.
Yeah, the old school.
Which is yeah.
Split screen where you're both on the same team.
Yeah.
Kind of solve missions or whatever.
Yeah. You know, like PS2.
That's not sad, mate.
I don't think it is.
You've just got. Last week you were talking about the task force. Some people will think that's sad. This week you're talking about playing video games. Some people will think that's sad, but we just push on.
It's nice, and I don't play many like video games anymore. So like it's like a real.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like I don't have any console. I don't have anything to play them on. Sold it.
Oh, did you?
Sold it ages ago.
I was about to call you out then. I was
No, I don't. It's just like a real treat.
Oh right. Okay.
Like it's like I don't get to play.
What do you do when your missus goes away?
Yeah.
Get to play on a console. Oh dear, it's like one of those videos, you know, where like they do their "is he cheating on me" type thing when I've gone away, and there's you, like PlayStation. My brother would have liked that though.
Oh, 100%. It was really nice. It was a good weekend.
My brother would have liked. He cracks me up. My brother, like when obviously you guys came up on a Sunday. I didn't get a call up for gaming, obviously.
For obvious reasons.
I'm shit at it, and I've got no interest in it. But I got a call up on Sunday because my brother was like, we're at a loose end, and like as soon as he walked through the door, and obviously where he is a gardener, where he's a chief of trimming and trimming, he just saw the garden. He was like, need to solve that. Just cracked me up that he was like, he has the itch to solve it as soon as he walks through the door. But that's nice. That's nice that you guys had a good weekend. I did obviously massive cycle.
Yeah.
Got a monkey off my back.
We got cycling chatting here again.
Yeah, why not? Well, we don't do anything else, do we?
I know.
We should be a cycling
Well,
we should be a cycling
yeah.
podcast. That's what we should do.
Yeah, you did a massive cycle. You did
Yeah.
125 miles, 200 kilometers, which is a training ride, which is the distance you're training for.
Mhm.
So you're just training to do it faster.
Well, we'll have a go. I mean, bollocks,
If that plant dies now, that's your fault.
talking about plants dying.
Oh, what have you killed?
Oh, mate. Do you want to see?
What have you done?
Do you want to see reality?
Where's this
This
going?
was on my list of things to talk about this week. Seeing as you've just said plant died, you've
Right.
you've segued me. We'll come back to the other thing. Look at that monstrosity.
Has it been eaten?
Yeah,
By
Snoopy.
Oh my god, the whole leaf's gone.
Mate, 2 leaves have gone.
and that one's still there because he can't reach it.
Yeah, well, he started. Look.
Yeah, that's his height.
Yeah, he's had a go. The little
That's
prick.
in the lounge.
Yeah.
How did you get in the lounge?
I left the door open yesterday. Do you know? Oh,
Has
no.
Sherd seen?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Do
Do you want another one?
have you got one?
I've got loads. I'd grow trees, plants left, right, and centre, mate.
Do you?
Yeah, you can have that one.
I could have got away with it. I could have replaced it.
Has that got 3?
I will put the photo
Has
up.
that
So
only got 3
basically,
leaves?
sorry.
Oh mate, I've got literally a replica.
Oh,
There you are.
I should have. Do you
Yeah.
know what?
You can take that.
Obviously, this podcast will come out after. So I won't say anything to her, and
Right.
she'll expect to come home and
the
see
only
that.
thing is the pot.
But anyone
Work
that's
out.
obviously just listening to the audio, I've just shown Andy a photo of a cheese plant that's been decimated because one of the rabbits got into the lounge. I left it open because I was trying to figure out where I was going to film a piece of content yesterday. And I was like, do I do it in here? And I'd gone into the lounge to consider the lounge as an option and obviously just walked out and left the door open. And then I'd gone back to work, went back, and because there's like a laminate floor, they know, the little shits know they shouldn't be in there. Do you know what I mean? They know,
Yeah.
As soon as they hear me come in, it's like scuttling. You can hear like feet's moving. You know, like when a rabbit moves so quick, but it doesn't. Their feet move, but they're stationary because they're scuttling so fast. You're like, you little knob. I saw it and I was like, give me some shit, mate. Fuck you, little prick.
He's just getting over Arsenal.
I know. Well, do you know what? I think it can kill him as well.
What's that?
Well, I think it's poison. I think it can be poisonous.
Oh, really?
I don't think it's good for their diet, rabbits.
Well,
So,
he's going to learn the hard way then.
What? Die?
Yeah, well, no, he might just have a dodgy stomach.
Oh, yeah.
He might have a dodgy tummy.
Yeah. Well, do you know what's funny as well? My mum rang me last night and I told her that story. I'm like, I'm in trouble because Snoopy's had a go on a plant. And she was like, oh, that's poisonous for them. I was like, how do you know? Like, what a random fact.
Are we fact checking this? Have you fact checked it?
We're gonna fact check, mate. Do we have to break while we're doing it, or just no?
Well, you can just cut it.
We'll just talk a little bit, and then if I need to cut it, I'll need to cut it. Cheese.
The last thing I've searched on this is Zac Efron's height.
Kill. That was a good episode.
That was from another.
Yeah, that was from another. Cheese plant kills rabbits. Sorry, everybody. Yes, the Swiss cheese plant is mildly toxic to rabbits.
Mildly, so it's fine.
Is that all right then? Yeah.
Well, as long as he doesn't eat more than 3 leaves.
Well, we had 2.5.
That's like you on this cycle.
Nib.
And the bananas. Apparently, it's toxic. Apparently, it's
No.
Is it a joke?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
My brother was like, I think you have to eat 6,000 bananas or something. So I'm
right.
pretty sane. What, you thought 7 bananas was going to kill me?
Yeah. No. I just heard that. I was half in the conversation. But
How many bananas kills a human? Many bananas. Yeah. There's too many N and A's. Too many N's and A's in banana, isn't there? Who created that word? Banana.
Banana.
But how many bananas kill a human? How many bananas would kill a human? 400 bananas.
Right, okay.
So,
We were way off. I tell you what, whilst we're on facts, mate.
but for a healthy person, it would be impossible to overdose on bananas.
Yeah, right.
Imagine if that's the way you went.
Talking about facts, right, this week.
Yeah.
The saying, what's the saying?
I don't know.
Best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
Do you know where this is going?
No, I don't, but I'm a big fan of that saying.
Best thing since
I would
sliced
say
bread.
best thing since sliced bread,
Right.
yeah.
Do you like David Attenborough?
Not as much as Anne Titchmarsh.
Right. David Attenborough, you might say best thing since sliced bread. He's older than sliced bread.
So
How funny is that?
You can't use that analogy. You
Analogy.
can't use that analogy with him.
No.
Because he was before sliced
Yeah.
bread. What year did sliced bread come out?
Less than 96 years ago.
So how do you know this then? Sorry,
I saw it on.
Right.
I saw it pop
okay.
up.
Okay.
I didn't go searching for that.
He
I
can't
couldn't
use.
think of the saying though.
I love the
Oh, we've
idea.
left the lights on.
Oh, we're idiots. We're idiots. Yeah, you jinxed it. You jinxed it by saying we're. That's all right. It'll be what it'll be. I had
The
a
light
look. And
might change.
You look kind of all right anyway.
Well, that's normal, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Again, we're not that big deal. Do you know? Okay, so you've seen something on the internet that you've thought I'll bring to the pod. I thought the same thing.
Oh, bet I know what you're going to say.
What?
Does it involve racing?
No.
Oh, I've got something else then.
No. Have you seen goats? These goats.
Nah, what?
Oh, mate. Goats. These goats jump in the furnace, and they just jump in the fire. Have you seen these?
Nah. Show me. Yeah, what are you going to show me now?
Well, yeah.
There's a lot of you showing me stuff on this pod already.
Yeah, I know, but I'll write a goat. Hang on. Right, we'll have a break.
Well, on that, while you're looking for it,
Yeah, go on.
the other thing that I've seen is this week is sperm racing.
Okay, here we go. I'm in.
Have you seen sperm racing?
No,
Like,
I wouldn't know how
we're
you'd race
now at
it.
a point in our life where someone's created sperm racing,
Like legit.
and you could take so you can get your little sperms,
right.
train them up, get them in a little
What?
you can't train them up, but
Get them down the gym.
they must like pet them into this. It's like a
Vagina.
there's like a microscope type thing,
Right.
and then they project the screen, and in the what do they call them, like weird glass things, you know?
Yeah.
Like really small.
Yeah, the things you
It's
would
all,
have.
it's the race course is all within like it's tiny,
Hang on.
right?
Let's pause a second, right?
Yeah.
So the little glass things are the things you use at science, right?
Yeah,
You used to squeeze
and
things in
and
and
it's
put under a microscope. How have they got a course in there?
yeah, it's tiny, mate. It's tiny.
They've got a course in there.
Yeah, and
How?
it like it's all kind of like zigzag and
Okay.
and
Carry on.
so it's like 1v1.
They get one sperm
No. One person be one person, and within the same
course.
course. So they don't race like side by side, as in it's two lanes basically. It's two lanes. That's what I'm trying to get to.
I was going to say, how do
It's
they?
two lanes. No,
Right.
they don't wear bibs.
Shirts and skins.
When you went to say that, I knew it was coming.
Oh, in my head, I was like, how?
Yeah, they have two lanes. Sorry, and then the lanes kind of
How do they
mimic.
differentiate whose
They,
sperm is
they
whose?
mimic they mimic the course, and then it's like side by side go. And
Hang on though.
I'll
Hang
tell you
on,
what, the
hang on.
race
When
I
you say
watched-
side by side, is it just that they've edited it side by side so that they've got they've done two separate races and they've timed it, and then they've cut it?
yeah, I don't know.
Right. Okay.
As in from
What's up?
it's spectator sport wise.
Oh, it is a spectator sport.
Oh, there was a crowd.
Oh, fuck off! There was a
Yeah,
crowd. Where is
it's
it?
like a big projector. I didn't look where it was, but
We
there's
should
like a
go.
big
We should
projector.
go.
You reckon you'd be any good? It's gonna get weird. I think we should.
I reckon. I'd be distinctly average. I reckon I got average.
Do you know you wouldn't
Yeah.
be very good?
Who?
Your brother.
Why? You got shit sperm.
Yeah, is
Oh,
that
so
not the
he was
joke?
second? Oh,
Is that
yeah.
not the joke?
No, the joke is that's the only race he's ever won. Let's go. It makes sense.
Oh, it caught me off guard.
That's what we say. We say to my brother,
Oh.
he's crying. We say to
Oh,
my
it caught me
brother,
off guard.
yeah, that's the only race.
It caught me off guard because I got it wrong and you were like, no.
It's the only race he's ever won. My brother then makes the joke that actually he could have been the last person in the batch before. They just happened to fluke it because he was that far behind.
Yeah, he was like, bloody hell, it's quiet in here. Yeah.
Everyone's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got all the freshies charging up behind him. He crosses the line. Thank fuck.
Oh, that's great. That's brilliant. I
Sorry,
like that.
Sam. I apologise, mate.
That's so good.
I apologise.
Where
That
did-
really caught you off guard, didn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Where
Your brother.
where were we? I don't know what were we going about.
Sperm
Sperm
racing.
racing. Yeah, mental, isn't it? Like just that's the world we live in now. That's
Yes.
gonna. I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna be in the Olympics anytime soon. But
Do you know what would also make it? Actually, right, do you know how the sperm gets into the pipette?
a good shot, good aim.
So they
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
because that
They well, it's some like it would be how they
so they get it. They
it'll
store
be like how
it.
they do like sperm
Right.
doning and stuff like that. and,
Right,
like,
right.
they'll
Gotcha.
put it into
So
some weird
because
pipette.
I was going to say
type
that
thing.
would make for an interesting spectator sport if it was like on your marks, get
That'd be
set,
weird.
drop pants. You've got two blokes. Imagine being the bloke to finish first, but your sperm still is second.
Yeah.
So, that is so weird. Because do you know what? I have never thought about this before, but I just would have thought that all sperm would have moved at the same pace. I wouldn't have looked at you and gone, bet his sperm's quicker than mine. I would have just assumed
yeah.
that sperm as a whole
But
would
yeah, I
travel
dunno.
at the same.
Well, there'll be whole like nutritionist teams and like God knows
Do you-
what coming out if that becomes a sport.
Do you think genetics as well makes a difference? You know, like how sprinters are usually African. Do you reckon their sperm's
Yeah,
also
yeah,
like
don't
rocket
know.
as well? Like get different genetics,
Yeah, I
do
don't
different
know.
things.
Give it 100 years, you'll be like, "What's your job?" I'm a sperm racing coach.
Well, the way that
Yeah.
the way that AI is kicking off, maybe that is the best. When a sperm racing coach.
Yeah,
How would you? Because do you know what? No, this is getting so stupid now. But like, maybe there's like certain types of food that might,
well, probably.
maybe spicy food or
Yeah.
something makes them move quicker, heats them up, gets the people going.
Yeah, I don't, mate. There's well.
So
Yeah.
how did you find that then? Sperm
Again, my algorithms. It was straight after a simulation.
of a sperm race.
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah, that was good. Then you were looking at something.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I was supposed to
have a look.
kill time.
Yeah, I'll have a little break and then I'll get the video ready.
Come on, candidates, just jig it a rest.
So we're back onto goats in a furnace.
Yeah. So trigger warning. Like it's not as bad as you might think it sounds. But look, watch this. Right.
This goat.
I'll try and put the video over. So this goat, right, straight in the fire. It's like he's committing suicide. Look, watch it. They pull him out. Straight back in. Have you seen this?
No, I don't. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Right. And the next one goes for it as well. So
Is it because they're panicking?
I started. So what do you think the reason a goat would just jump in a furnace like that?
They're trying to escape them guys.
They're trying to save the guys. Are trying to save them. The guys are trying to get them.
Yeah.
That just so basically for the audio listeners, there is a red hot fire, like a furnace burning, and the goat is just voluntarily jumping into the furnace.
Mm.
To which I
But it maybe it would. Yeah, it's
When I
going to be
watched-
well hot. Yeah.
fucking boiling. When I watched that, I was like, I felt sad. I
Yeah.
was like, that's not okay. But then I did so I was like, I've got to research this.
Yeah.
So I did a bit of research, and there is a reason why the goats do it.
Oh, right. Go on.
Because they get these parasites on them, and these parasites are like eating and like biting away at them,
Uh,
and the fire burns off the parasites. So they will jump into red hot fire and they'll go to fires and put their necks over and their bodies over because it's relief and it will kill the parasite off so that they'll be okay.
wow.
That's why they do it.
It's so random that you've gone into detail and looked at that.
Well, because I was like, why would a goat do that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I watched it. Like it's a red hot furnace, and you go, why the hell would he jump? My brain just was like, I can't live not knowing. Or is he suffering from mental health? Like, I wanted to know what. Do you know what I mean? Like, what was going on? So yeah,
Blimey.
there you go. That was my
I
value.
kind of thought it was going to be funny. I feel a bit sad for the goat.
Oh right, no,
But
he's all right.
Just getting
It's
rid
not
of
as funny.
him.
It's
No,
not
he's
as-
still got his parasites because they wouldn't let him in the fire.
It's not as funny as the sperm racing. But I thought that would be my value add for the week. So
Yeah, I like that.
this week on the recruitment industry's most informative
You learned a
podcast,
couple of things.
you've had sperm racing,
Sliced bread,
David Attenborough and sliced bread, and parasites as well.
parasites.
So you've had all three.
Do you know what I did before we move on? Do you know what I did on Tuesday?
Go on.
Went to see Would I Lie to You?
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that. That's bad of me. Tuesday this week. You've been busy this week, haven't you?
Yeah.
What was it? What actually is also this is funny, right? Because since you've been with Lucy, the amount of TV shows that you go and watch live has
Well, it's
like
2 now. But
yeah, but that's fucking huge compared to like
yeah, I know.
in the last year. I don't remember the last time I went and watched a TV
Her sister
show.
got tickets.
I know, there's something with that family. This is what I'm saying.
Her sister got tickets. They were going to
Cuts.
go in as cuts. They were going to go as a family of 4.
Right.
Andrew couldn't go because he's golfing.
Dad.
Yeah.
That's the dad of the family.
Sister then invited her boyfriend. He couldn't go. Third.
Oh, fucking
all
hell.
up.
You're right there. You know,
Oh yeah.
You know
I'll
where you
take
are.
that though.
You know where you are on the
I'll
pecking order.
take that.
Do you know what? She texted me and asked me, and I said I couldn't go.
Bastard.
So yeah, actually under. Where'd you have to go for this one?
Pinewood Studios.
Where's
Like,
that?
Start of the M40.
Start of the
M25, M40.
Yeah,
Near that junction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know it well.
Wicked. It's good. Good
I was
fun.
going to say, did you enjoy it?
Yeah,
Rob
it's
Brydon?
so
Is it
much.
Rob Brydon
Yeah,
still?
he was really funny.
Was he? Right,
He was really
nice.
funny.
Nice.
David and Lee Mack were funny.
David.
Then we
Mitchell.
guess because you don't know the guests until they come on. So like we were all praying for Bob Mortimer.
Oh, right.
Like,
Bob's been on before.
I know he's coming on Thursday. He's on there tonight.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So they obviously do film it every day.
Do they?
They block it. Yeah.
Every day?
Well, like a series, they'll like block the series. Whereas like
Ah.
before, sometimes it's like weekly, and they'll do one a week. Like this pod, it would be like us filming loads of pods, and then
doing one every day for fucking hell, we'd have no content.
Also, the episode's 30 minutes. It was like 3 hours.
Really?
Oh, it was they trim it so much.
Right.
But what's
that's fucking-
funny, like this, we had Jonathan Ross, he was really good actually.
Okay.
He was good.
That's a big name.
Yeah, he was quite good. And he's obviously like
Oh,
used
Jono.
to like that, being in that,
Of course.
which helped.
He has
'Cause-
the,
'cause
he
he-
has the
he-
Jonathan Ross
Because
show.
he was like one of the funny things, like there'll be stuff that'll be taken out, like he'll be like, this bloody thing, and they'll be like, say it again without bloody, and he'll be like, oh, this fucking thing, like this, and they'll be like everyone there's pissing themselves, and then they have to do it again and be like, this thing.
he knows how to play it. He knows
Yeah.
how to play it.
So there was a lot of that.
Nice.
Then we had like JB from JLS. To be fair, I didn't even know who that was.
Right. No, I know who JLS are.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Could you sing a JLS song? I can't remember
One
any.
shot.
No.
No, who's that? Is that not?
No, I don't know. I
Oh,
don't know.
I think
I was just trying. I was
Only
hoping you were
got
going to say
one
something,
shot,
and then I was going to. Nah.
Is that
actually, no,
not?
JLS.
That might have not even be JLS.
I'll have
I
to
don't
look
know.
next week.
Then there was an American stand-up comedian and someone that's on Smooth Radio. I've forgotten her name.
I wouldn't have a clue again if you said it. Would.
Her surname was G something. But yeah, no,
Wouldn't
it's
matter
good.
to me.
It was fun. It was just,
Nice.
it's just fun to be behind the scenes and watch everyone.
3 hours is a long time.
Yeah, it was long.
Yeah. Any
It was
like
long.
any highlight lies that were truths or anything like that you were like, can't believe it.
I can't remember all the answers, but there were some. Not yeah. I wouldn't say they were mind blowing. No.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing. I wasn't sat there going, "Oh, I'm going to talk about this on the pod."
Right. Fair. What else have you done this week? Because I feel like you've been out every day this week. Right?
Yeah. No, not Monday. We on first. Oh yeah, no, that's it. I was out last night and then out Tuesday night for that, and then I'm out tonight. Curry Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah.
Why did you point at the camera?
Just in
Curry
case make a
Club
clip out of it.
come in for you.
I'll be there. Yeah.
You're gonna have your curry.
Could have a curry.
Do you know what? It was good. The last one I went to. Just admit. London Bridge again, aren't you?
Is it?
Yeah. Pretty sure it's London Bridge. I think it's Borough. Just round the back of Borough Market,
okay.
I believe. Yeah, and this is the first time you're going solo. We're not duoing.
What's the Curry Club? This is the first time I've been to the Curry Club.
No, I mean,
I've
like,
just into
you
London
and me go out
since
to everything. We
right.
go everywhere together. What I'm saying is, it's either you and me as a pair, or me on my own.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm like setting you.
Exciting, isn't it?
Setting you. I'm worried. I'll be up all night. I won't sleep.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think you've.
Well, because you might trash the brand. Imagine that. I see
Oh,
on
that's what it is.
I see
Yeah.
on socials next week.
Top off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
lads. Who wants to do some sperm racing? No. Put it away. Yeah.
Good feet. The hand gesture. You didn't need the hand gesture there.
Pardon?
You didn't need it.
I didn't do a hand gesture. You're mistaken. Well, that will be good, mate. That'll be good. The other thing I was going to ask you, because we could talk about this, because the event will have happened after this goes out to the world. Have you sorted stuff out for McVitz's birthday?
Loads, mate.
Yeah. What you got?
I don't
Any
know.
sperm racing? I need to stop this sperm racing jokes.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, it's her birthday, and you usually on
I've got her some presents, and
Nice.
I'm gonna take her do some bits for the weekend. That's it.
I'm glad you.
Yeah,
Wait, what bits are you going to do?
I'm planning to go camping, but I've not booked anything yet.
Right, okay.
But that's the plan.
Roughly where? Also, actually, with camping, is that something she would want to do for her birthday? That feels like something you would want to do on your birthday.
Oh no, yeah, she will. Yeah,
Will
she
she?
would. Yeah,
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm just going to see what the weather. I'm just going to wing it basically.
Okay,
I've got loads of ideas,
right.
but I haven't specified exactly what I want to do.
Fine.
But in the ideal world, I felt like I feel like it'd be nice to go down to like the sea.
Okay.
But I'm in Bournemouth next weekend,
Right.
so I was like, I don't
The Granny Seasides.
many seaside. Yeah.
Love that name.
It's my
Granny
granny lives
Seaside.
by the seaside. Didn't guess.
We've got Granny Seaside and we've got Bubbles and Norm. They're the grandparents.
Yes, Bubbles and Norm.
Okay, so you're going camping with her, and you got some presents, and you're all good to go.
Yeah, and then we're out Monday night for dinner
Where you
with
going?
her family, somewhere near where they live.
Does she know any of this?
She knows about the meal.
Right.
Yeah,
Does
and she knows she's with me for the weekend.
All right. Okay.
So,
Oh.
and we got her friends coming around tomorrow night for Catan.
Okay.
We're gonna do a five-seater Catan.
That big thing. You'd have to explain.
Well, yeah, we don't need to go into detail.
No, but I mean,
It's up to 6 players.
right.
You
Okay.
but it's 4 players, but you need the expansion. That's really sad.
Right. Okay.
I got really into. So if you want to come round, there's a 6th.
You're into games.
It's
That's
me
what we've. That's what
It's
we've
me and
learned.
loads of birds. So
Oh, is it?
4.
You and all the birds.
A couple of her mates.
Be on your best behaviour.
Me,
Act
always.
with them like act.
I'll talk about sperm racing.
Yeah, I was going to say, behave. I can't even get it out. Behave at the curry club how you would behave with Lucy's friends. That's what I say.
Top off.
It cuts their blanket down. You're there with
Yeah.
your top off, and she's just like, "Don't worry about him. He will. He'll sort himself out." Do you know what, mate? Talking of racing, we got another race. We've got another race that's happened this week.
Go on.
You've officially beaten me in posting a piece of content.
Oh yeah,
You've won.
by mistake.
You won the race.
It was
I
an-
never thought I'd see the day.
I've put content out before you.
Yeah. I went to post a video, right? I was like, I'm going to post this on TikTok. It was quite late last night. It's probably at 9 o'clock by the time I got round to it, because there was other shit happening. And
Unlock your phone a sec.
Why's that?
Because I'm going to look at TikTok.
Okay. At the moment, it's on goats jumping into a furnace. Just to warn you.
Go on, carry on.
You've ruined my brain now. There you are. There's TikTok. So I jumped onto TikTok and I thought I'll post this content. And yeah, by the time I got to do it, I'd already seen that you'd posted before me. So I was like, fucking hell,
Yeah,
that's a change in the winds. You've outposted me.
Well, so now the big thing with me now is, well, on this note, is I'm now on TikTok.
If you want to follow him, and I think it's Andy Giig Hire.
Andy Sturgis Giig Hire,
Andy Sturgis Giig Hire.
Something like that. And yeah, my goal is to basically try and catch your followers.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we'll turn it to a competition.
It's not. I've not got much of a head start.
Yeah, I know. So if you're listening to this,
I was. What'd you say?
If you're listening to this,
yeah, like it. No, follow me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was proud of myself. I tipped over 100 followers last night.
Oh, mate.
Which I thought was
going places. I don't even know how to get to my profile. I was trying to look what I'm on. 16 followers.
Right,
there you are.
okay.
All 16 of them. Got to start somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. And do you know what? Like, TikTok is good for.
You don't need loads of followers. It'll throw your the algorithms will throw your stuff around.
I think as well. Like, for me, it's the likes.
Okay.
It's the likes, but we're posting similar content. Yeah, maybe you'll get more likes. For me, it's the likes, because sometimes you go to certain people's profiles, they've got like thousands of subscribers or tens of thousands of subscribers, but very minimal likes.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, I've got 100 followers there. I easily sometimes see profiles that have got 1,000 followers, but they've got less likes than me. I've got like 3,500 likes for 100 followers. Sometimes you see people, they've got like 500 followers, but 300 likes.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? So
and is that because they don't post as much, or
maybe, I'm not sure.
does it like your posts? If you do loads of posts, it like adds up.
Because at the
do
end
loads of posts and get 5 likes for each.
I guess at the end of the day, like, also the way I think about it is sometimes I post a video, like the one of you and me talking about the gorilla, nearly got 100 likes.
Okay.
And there's some people I know that have got like 10, 15, 20,000 followers, and their videos get 8 or 9 likes.
Yeah.
So
it's mental that we're sat here about talking about getting likes.
Why? Well, you started it, didn't you?
I know, yeah,
Oh,
no,
no.
I just think,
You made it into a competition.
yeah, true. Yeah, I just think,
The problem with it is it's just like such a part of society now.
I know. I
But,
think that's what it is. Like, I'm kind of like a little bit, don't really kind of like on the edge of social media. I'm like, oh, dabble, and then I don't. And
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? It's like, and it's like when the whole kids and wanting, like what's the word? Not like justification, or they want kids post. They want likes for validation, and
justification, validation,
popularity, and all that stuff. And it's
Yeah.
like they say it causes mental health and all this, and there's us talking about likes, and we're in our 30s.
Yeah.
But you're right. It is the way.
I personally feel like I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
If we want to make a success of this,
Of course.
I feel like I don't have a choice. But like, well, maybe I do, but I think it will be significantly like posting on social is a huge channel we'd shut off. And our YouTube now, we don't, and no ads, no, we get 12 to 15.
Oh, let's talk about
What?
hacking grandma's.
Hacking grandma's hearing aids. Yeah, fucking shot
There's
up.
us just ticking along. 2 months ago, released a podcast. This weekend got 200 listens in a weekend.
Yeah.
Or in a day or something. It just, the algorithms just.
For some reason, someone somewhere posted something about grannies. And we got caught up in
Yeah,
that.
we were trending.
With a podcast called Hacking Grandma's Hearing Aids.
Yeah. I love it. That's just.
It does
That's the great
fascinate.
thing about YouTube, though. Or any like stuff like that. It's just. It's like you've said before. It's like throwing a line out and just leaving it.
Yeah.
But it's less like fishing, actually. It's more like a lobster pot.
Is it? In what sense?
You leave it out for the night.
Right.
You leave a lobster pot out for longer. With fishing, you sit there and monitor it.
Right. How long do you leave a lobster? How does it keep the lobsters in?
Well, it's a lobster trap, or like a crabbing, crab, like I don't know what.
Crabbity crab.
It's like a lobster pot.
Right.
They
And they
go
go
in, or they come in the top, and
Yeah.
then they can't get out. It's like that kind of thing.
How does it? How does it keep them in?
Mate, we're doing fucking sperm racing. We can fucking keep a lobster in a pot. Like,
Yeah, but I'm just wondering the mechanism behind how it goes in and doesn't come out.
I'll show you a picture of a lobster pot.
Because you're the guy for
Fishing.
going underwater.
Oh, yeah.
Based on the conversation last week.
Oh, mate, I've got so many things to talk about. Tinitus.
Yeah.
I was into BBC News this week.
Oh yeah.
There's rumours of a little bit of a kind of a
There's not
noise about
Mate.
it's not, it's like early stages, but it was on BBC News about basically sending, what was their example? The example was, when you like lick a battery,
You need the microphone in your face still. Yeah.
when you lick a battery,
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
that buzz.
Yeah.
They send like that kind of
Like,
wavelength, like
Yeah.
that electricity, like through your brain or something,
yeah.
and that actually, but it's early, it's not been proven, and it's not been, but there's people that have, and apparently it's the same.
Is this a wind up?
No, because I heard it's like 1 in 7 people get tinnitus now as they get older. Whether that's for like people that have it really bad already, or whether that's like early onset or whatever, I don't know. Tried to look it up, didn't find much, but didn't spend much time. But
Man.
they said it, and I was like, "Oh, Luke has tinnitus." If you didn't know,
Yeah. Just the rest of the pod. Mate, you know what? I said, when I got tinnitus in the early stages, someone told me, they were like, "Oh, the suicide rate with tinnitus is high." And I was like, "Oh, cheers for that." Like,
yeah,
thanks,
real positive spin.
thanks for putting a positive spin on my newfound disease, my newfound diagnosis, whatever it was.
Yeah,
And like, joking aside, I can understand why. Like, the worst I've had it is 11 days. Like, because my tinnitus kind of comes and goes.
Yeah.
And 11 days from waking up in the morning to when my head hit the pillow at night, my ear was ringing. And
Yeah.
And you can't, it's in your head. Like, I know that sounds silly, but it's in your head. You can't do anything about it. And you're just like, oh, I just want to like scratch.
Yeah.
I want a relief from it. But you can't get away from it.
Do you know what? I think they were saying, obviously, like, you basically, like, people were signing up for trials of it.
Right.
So it might be worth having a look.
Oh, mate, I would, honest to God, I would be first in line. For
yeah,
like,
well, they'd have a look. Well, after this, we'll have a look, because I went to look, and I half-heartedly looked because I couldn't find stuff.
I will caveat it by saying there are people that live with way worse.
Yes.
Like there's a guy that I see in the gym. Do you know what? Fair fucking play for him for getting after it. He's missing an arm, right? And he's in the gym doing his shit.
Love that, yeah.
I love that as well. And I look at him and I go, yeah, tinnitus ain't that bad. So I'm not going to sit here and say, woe is me. But if someone comes along and goes, there's a fucking plaster for that, mate, I will be chuffed to bits. Because last week I had it from, I think when we were here in the pod, I had it. And I told you on Thursday, and I was like, my ear's been ringing all day. That rang Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday when I was still with you boys. Woke up Monday, gone.
So weird.
Yeah. And so, like, there's no rhyme or reason. Like, the people say stress. There's certain things you can do to alleviate it. The other night, I was trying to go to sleep, and it was both ears. I'm just lying in the dark. I told you this on a Monday call.
Yeah.
I was lying in the dark,
but yeah.
and just both ears are going like, "Ding." And I'm just like, how do I get around this? So yeah, I'll keep an eye out, mate. That is the biggest value add we have had on this podcast.
Yeah.
In the 6 months that
100%, because
we've been doing it.
When I wake up, I probably won't say it, but I'll be like, Alexa, play BBC News.
Right.
And
I'd have loved it if you got
she does like the little like round robin of like, these are the headlines, huh?
What does she call it? What is it called though? What does she say? Mass update or something? Does she give
morning
it a
update?
Morning update. I don't know. I remember when I used to live at yours, she'd be like,
did you?
Yeah, she has a little intro to it, didn't she?
Today it's been reported, and it says like that. But she did like an overview, like Trump this, da da da, and tinnitus trials or something. I was like, oh, hello.
I'll have a go on tinnitus trials.
Tinnitus trials.
Oh, thank you, Alexa. I appreciate you, mate.
Yeah. So I'll we'll have to look at that. Sorry, go on.
How did we get there from YouTube to tinnitus? Because I was about to say something about YouTube, and then you were like, Tinitus. And I was like, I'm going to let you roll with
We
it.
were talking about lobster pots.
Yeah, no, but we've gone onto YouTube because we were saying about casting the lobster pot.
We were talking about the hacking grandma's
Hearing
aids.
Well done. Yeah. That pod jumping up like that did fascinate me
Yeah.
because
It'd be nice if a few more. Like just
did that.
Yeah.
Well, like, because I've been keeping an eye on it mainly because I want to let our guests know that have been on, because the guest episodes seem to be the front runners for most listened to. So I was like keeping an eye on it, and then I like did a refresh, and I was like, that must be broken. I was like, what the fuck is hacking grandma's hearing aids?
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, no, it's had 256
But it also
listens.
shows you why, like, don't put too much time into working out what you're going to call it and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you could be like, oh, I've got the great name for this one, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
And it's like, oh, hacking grandma's hearing. And in that pod, the only bit that we were talking about my grandma's hearing aids was right at the end for about 30 seconds.
You were flat as a pancake that whole episode, and then I said grandma, and then I fucking lit you up. Like, you burst into life.
So, talk to me. I'm getting nervous.
Why are you getting nervous?
We're on the 15th.
My God, I know what's coming.
We're on the 15th.
I know what's coming.
And we're on for the McRunny.
We are on. Is this the furthest we've ever got? We've survived.
For a while, anyway.
We've survived 2 weekends.
Yeah.
So,
the McRunny is...
Yeah, anyone that's listening for the first time. We obviously calculate how many subscribers we get a month. We've never had a month. We have months every month over 30 subscribers, but we've never had a month where back to back every single calendar day of the month we have hit. And we have called that the McRunny. Basically, because Andy has said to Samwise he will deliver a McFlurry by basically doing an 120-mile round cycle to deliver that McFlurry if we hit every single day. And so far, we're on for it.
Yeah. And am I right thinking the last day of the month is the day after the...
It's a Friday, is it?
No, because we're doing the big cycle this month. So does it fall on the same day, or does it fall the day after?
Oh, sorry.
Am I going to have to get back on a bike if we do it?
Friday is the payday. Yeah, the Sunday. The Sunday. If we do it, Sunday. No, are we on the bike the Saturday or the Sunday?
Saturday
31st. So yeah, you are right.
That's the last day.
That is the last day. So if we hit it on that Saturday, on the Sunday, the 1st of June,
we're up again.
You've got
Oh no!
No, all right. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? That'd be fucking fantastic. I
don't think we'll speak to each other. Are you going to do it with me? Or?
I will, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get some content out of it, mate. You know what we're talking about?
Yeah,
some
that'll be sad. Do you know what? That actually makes me feel a bit nervous. Doing 400 kilometers in a weekend.
Oh, I hope it happens. I really do.
That's fun. Nice.
Yeah, that's been good. But the growth of the platform it's been slow and steady this month.
Yes.
It's been slow. It's crawling in the right direction.
Which is fine.
Is it?
It's growth, mate.
I'm like, fucking put our foot down. Let's
go. Yeah.
I have this conversation with so many people where, like, I say the same thing over and over again. I'm like, before we launched this product, my brain was like, will anyone even want to buy it? Will anyone even want to purchase it? Like, if we get someone that's like, I'm going to pay for this service, be like, wow. If you told me then we would be here where we are now, I'd be like, fucking feel your book. We're here. And I'm like, it's not enough.
Really?
Mad.
Well,
because it isn't enough.
This is funny. This is interesting. And I can talk about this because he won't listen to the pod. But with my mate last night, he's joined this company that are kind of in the space.
I know exactly. I know exactly who this is in the company. Very aware of them.
They haven't. That company, taken on funding and all this.
Yes,
they've not done a new sales deal since he joined.
Wow, how long has he been there?
October.
Jeez,
they haven't done a new deal for 6 months.
That's mad.
Yeah. And they have like a development team, but from what he says, the product isn't where it needs to be.
Yeah.
He says the sales guy's really good, but the product's not really. Yeah. And I think they have 2 clients, big clients.
Wow.
But 2 clients.
That puts it in perspective.
Yeah. And then, because then we were talking, I was like, because he was asking us questions, I was like, but as we're building, it's like we've got the validation. We've got look at our Trustpilot page. There's 200 people.
226, mate.
And he was like, oh, bloody hell, that's actually really impressive. Because it is, for how young the product is and, trying to get above the noise and all this journey we're on.
Why did you wobble his shoulders then? You turned into one of those, you turned into one of those things you see outside a car. Yeah. The car garage that flaps around.
But yeah, when you think like that, but if you looked at that company from the outside, you think fair play, they're probably doing really well. It's like they've not done a deal for 6 months.
That's what I was about to say to you.
And they're trying to, do stuff in the US and, be interesting.
That is exactly.
I'm sure they'll be fine. Sorry, but I just thought, sorry, carry on.
No, I was going to say from the outside, you look at that and go, "Fucking hell, they're killing it."
Yeah, I know, and they're actually not.
Yeah, because I can remember when your friend joined, and obviously he's got some shares or equity in the business, and they were talking about a big exit, and there was all, and I was like, "Fucking hell!" And then you go, "Oh, they've not done a deal in 6. They've not done a new client in 6 months." Like if we hadn't had one in a month, we'd be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we went a month?
Yeah, I know. I'd be doing my CV.
Surprised you haven't already. That would do me a favour, actually, if you can crack on. You can crack on with sorting that this afternoon. It is so tough because we live in a little bubble where, we are hypercritical because we joke and piss around, right? And we don't take ourselves seriously. But when we work, we take it seriously.
Yeah, we're always looking at the 1%, marginal gains, moving the needle. What can we do different? Try. What can we?
Yeah.
What works? What doesn't work?
Yeah. So you get, and I'm like, it's not good enough. But then you do have to take perspective. Like that post that I put out about people struggling this week, nearly 200 likes on it. Resonated with people. So again, that makes you go, we're doing okay because we're building in a tough market. We are seeing growth. I just want more.
Yeah. We're doing the right things.
I think we can do more for people as well. That's the thing. Once we get, maybe this is a big swing. Maybe I'm going to regret saying this, but I feel like when we get to where we need to be with the current product, we've got ideas where we can do more for people than just what we do today, and help people in more ways. I just want to get there. I really do. God, it's been emotional. It's been a roller coaster today.
Do you want a tissue?
It's like, have you ever seen when Timon and Pumbaa cry? I love when Timon and Pumbaa cry.
They I know.
In Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And the tears. I love that. I know. That would be you and me if we were crying, I think.
I'll be able to edit it. If we got that, you won't get a tear out of me.
That is one of my favourite films. I had to quote that actually to Samwise this week because we had a
Hakuna Matata, was it?
No, it wasn't a Hakuna Matata. It's the scene with Rafiki that I love. It's a fantastic scene.
What do you do? Start putting something on his head?
Yeah. Simba. We had him in Sperm Racing, just to clarify beforehand. It's the scene. I've just ruined this scene for me now. It's the scene with Rafiki when Simba talks about going back to Pride Rock, and he sees his dad, and he's like, "The past can hurt." You know that one?
Okay.
He says something like, "The past can hurt, but you can either learn from it, you can either run from it, or learn from it." And then he goes to hit him with a stick again, and he ducks. He's like, "Ow!" You see? But I just love. I love that. Like the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or you can learn from it. And Samwise made a fuck up this week, and he was like down in the dumps. I'm like, dude, it's happened. We learn from it, move on. He's like, no, let me wallow in my self-pity. I was like, no, I'm not letting you wallow. Like we're picking up and we're going again because you can't change it. It's done.
Was this yesterday or was this something else?
No.
Oh.
So this is something I don't even think you know about.
That's fine.
So we're doing the import for the.
Oh yeah.
We're doing the import for the biggest recruitment agency that we've ever had use the platform, and
which is cool.
Yeah. Move on. Yeah. We need more. And the amount of files they've given us to import for like CVs and candidate files is 265,000 files. So lots of files to deal with. Also, the caveat for that is these files are not organized or structured in any way, shape or form that help us. They are just files. And we somehow have to figure out which file links to which candidate. So Samwise has built a PowerShell script that goes through these records, figures out which TV belongs to which, and matches it up. Anyway, he's done that and gone to me, cool, here you go. I was like, I will do some manual checking to check we got it all. Started checking it. I was like, it's not good news. I was like, there's loads that are no CV, but I can find the CV quite quickly. So the problem we had was there was loads of candidates that apparently we couldn't find a CV for. We couldn't find a CV for. However, when I did a manual search, I found the CV and the files pretty fast. So it turns out that Samwise had only downloaded 170,000 files, not 260,000 files. So he was annoyed because we'd done all this work based on 170,000 files. I went, I'm finding loads of here, mate. Like when I'm doing a manual search that we've missed, I then rechecked. I was like, dude, there's 260,000 files here, not 170. And he was like, how have I missed that many? We don't know how. Anyway, he got down in the dumps about it. And I was like, dude, we charge on.
Yeah.
We charge on.
Christ.
So that was,
That's
yeah. And do you know what, right?
They can't use all of them files.
Fuck knows.
Yeah.
He's obviously made that mistake, right, of missing the files, which I picked up on, which is like basic stuff. But if we didn't have him and we were presented with 260,000 files and we had to try...
I think we'd both go, do.
Just give up there and then. Yeah, it's moments like that. Like he beats himself up with stuff. I'm like, he earns his crust.
Yeah. Oh God.
With some of the shit he does. And you know the other thing that fascinates me with him, we'll get a bit of a sandwich, how he fixes shit when there's a problem.
Oh, I know where this is. Going.
Oh,
is this yesterday?
Yeah. This is yesterday.
Yeah.
So we had an issue yesterday with our CV parser. Basically, some things had changed, which meant that our CV parser wasn't working yesterday. And it was down, and we were having people complain, quite rightly, and because we want to deliver a level of service, right? Like
of course.
Yeah, we want our, even though we're a small business, we've got our limitations. We want to deliver as high a level of service as we can. And one of the core functionalities was down yesterday, and he's kicked into gear, and within a day, he's completely rebuilt it, and he's like, right, it's ready for testing. And it fascinates me how quick he does it. He's just like, yeah, it's done. I've done a new version. Like he messaged us at the end of the day, didn't he? He'd be like, I've got a Samwise. He calls it a Samwise sidetrack, which is basically he's gone off piste of the plan that I've created, and he's done something else. Which yesterday he completely re-engineered the CV parser in a day, which fascinates me. So my brain then went, well, do you reckon if I pulled the whole platform down, he'd rebuild it in a day?
Yeah.
Do you reckon it?
I think you might get an angry call. Personally.
If I got into the database and pulled the whole thing down.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see how this new parser is as well.
Well, he's built something.
Yeah. Because our parser gets quite a lot of compliments.
It does get quite a lot of compliments, yeah. So that's another thing for me to test.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the plan, but the new improved CV parser was built and pushed into testing yesterday. So there you go. Oh, I've had a rant about Samwise. I feel better.
Well, I think, mate, that's a good
place to stop.
Good place to stop.
I've enjoyed today, mate.
Have you?
Yeah. No, I've liked the fact that you've brought
stuff to the table.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, you brought some.
Well, I'm a bit of an influencer now, so I'm on TikTok.
That's what I'm going to call this episode. Andy the influencer. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good because without you watching whatever you were watching this week, we wouldn't have had the
Sperm Racing.
We wouldn't have learned that my brother actually won. He was ahead of the back of the previous race. He crossed the line first, but he'd started with the cohort before. Anyway, have a good week. Have a good week.
Yeah, you too. We're filming next Friday, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think we agree with filming next Friday.
Yeah, because you're away on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm out for the day on Thursday.
Yeah, so you hopefully have loads of stories.
Yeah, well, I might be feeling sorry for myself.
Yeah, you might be sore head, mightn't you? Tune in next week to find out what Andy's doing next Thursday.
Have a good one.
So much time of going to and fro. You got another offer, or salary's too low. Hours or searching and hours of stress. Come on candidates, just gig it a rest. Come on candidates, just gig it a rest.